Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. Ah, back on schedule, 5 a.m., the way it's supposed to be. But really, I think 5:30 is our r- true new schedule. Okay, we are going to make some cards today. And I think I'm going to make Easter cards with the Easter Blessings paper pad. And I'm going to use Kendra's card challenge. Or do I want to make 4 seasons? I mean, I want to make both, but actually I think I'll make 4 seasons. I'm going to save Easter Blessings for another project this week. Okay. So we're going to make card number 1. Here's the sketch. Here's the card I made the first time. And here's the measurements I need for the 5x7 version of card number 1. All right. There's a couple of cards on here that, I had to change the dimensions for making a larger card. And I didn't write them down, but luckily I still had the card, so I was able to measure it and make it work. So we're going to start with card number 1, and then we will work our way through Kendra's card challenge once again. I hope you guys had a lovely weekend. I am using the 4 Seasons paper pad from my shop, biddypenny.com. In case you're curious where this is sold or where this is at, I do get that question sometimes. Trying to get my video. Let's see. That's not it. There it is. Hi, Tracy. You have a package coming to you. Okay. Hi, Jackie. Good morning. A great way to start the day. Yay. Hiya, Susan. Okay, let's do this. Okay, this paper pad is designed for simple card making. Like, when I say simple, I just mean like the front matches the back so that you don't have to think about it too much. So we'll grab 2 sheets. We'll do spring because we're in spring right now. Seems like a good choice. I'm going to put all this back for now. And we'll just get to cutting. This is going to be really fast. Hi, Messy Palette. Hi, Paula. Freezing rain and snow. Yuck. Yuck, Paula. Oh, thank you, T. I appreciate that. I've been wanting to use her. I love her walking through the wildflowers, the Art Nouveau frame. I just love this image. I'm going to trim a little more off here. So she's going to be my focal point, I think. And then I will grab the second sheet from here. And she goes with either one, but I think I'll put her with the pink. So I'm going to cut this down to 3.5 square. Is the size of square that I need to do the diagonal cut. So let's do that. Just put all that off to the side. I think we could make easily 2 of these and then have leftover for other cards. But yeah, for my diagonal, she's going to go something like that. Okay, let's do 2 because I can. I'll do it this way. Okay. And let's pick a focal point. I think I want a taller focal point for this one. So let's pick one of these. I love these. I've said it before, but this is like, this looks like Texas in spring, is what I was going for with these. Particularly this one with the blue bonnets, all the beautiful flowers. Yeah, let's do this one. So that'll be, I think that one will be our focal point. And then I need 2, or actually I need 4, but of the 1/2 inch pieces, but I think I'll just save these for the labels. And I'll pull a different sheet of paper in. So this is our scraps from those 2 sheets of paper. I still have 4 focal points. This one could just be trimmed down, you know, and it could still be a focal point, or it could be, you know, patterned paper. I have 2 of the labels and then another scrap. So there's still plenty left over from those 2 sheets to work with. Our schools are closed today. Yours are on a 2-hour weather delay. Good morning, Vicki Reuter. Have you gotten to play with your paper yet? I'm just going to bring in this piece of paper before it just gets totally messed up. And actually, hold on. What, I need to go through my scraps actually first, because I know I have some of that pink paper in here. But I'm wanting that soft pink, or a soft pink. How big is this? Oh, not quite. Here's some more. This one's even softer. Let's do 5. And then let's see if we can cut our 4 strips from here, our 1/2 inch strips. This paper trimmer is not great for cutting 1/2 inch strips the way that I typically do. So I'll have to do it. Let's see. Let's trim this down so that it's even. And I'll have to go this way. There's 1, 2. Yeah, this scrap was perfect for 4 of these 1/2 inch pieces. Four. Perfect. And one extra. All right. And all of this goes back into my solid cardstock. I just keep all of my solid cardstock scraps over here. Let's maybe pull in, I don't want to use that one, although I like that color. I think I'll pull in some like soft yellow from my stash next. I don't see any other pieces that'll work up there. So I'm going to grab a full sheet of paper. Let's see if I have a pale yellow. I think that would be nice. Let's see. pale yellow or is this ivory? Either way, that's gonna do it. Okay. Hey, Flo. Hi, Elena. Hey, Diane. Good to see y'all. Okay, we need 2 pieces that are 2 by 5. Let's just cut this down to 5. And then I'll cut these down to 2. And I think I'm going to pull out some stamps. So 2 of those. And then let me look back at my sketch again. Yeah, I think we're good with all of that. Now I want some stamps. So the first time I made this card, where did I put it? I just had it. Well, anyways, the first time I made this card, I stamped the background and I liked that. So I want to try that. I think I'm going to use this to create, I need a 5-inch strip, a lacy background. So this one was 5. I never use these and I have them. So I told myself this morning I would use one of these. This is so pretty. It's much easier to use this thing on the desk versus in the air. This is an old Martha Stewart punch I got at a yard sale. You guys may remember that. There was a yard sale here locally where a lady bought up another lady's stash and it took her months to sell it all. It filled her garage and a moving truck at first, and then it filled the garage and the driveway, and then it just filled the garage. I made it there when it filled the garage. But I was excited to get some of these punches. Hey, Linda. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. There we go. And one more. I should probably put it over here. There we go. Yay. I may end up wanting those a different color, but I could also just, I can color them with my ink if I need them to be a different color. Let's put that away. And now let me grab some stamps real quick, you guys. I'm also going to use, these labels. We'll see. I decided to make 2 number 1 cards, but we'll see. I think we can make some of the other sketches as well. And we'll just see how far we can go in the Kendra's card challenge this morning. I'll try to keep it to an hour. hope you guys have a good week ahead. It's Monday. There we go. These will be little details that we add. So here's all of our fun little strips for our first 2 cards. And I think I'll use, you know what, I'm tempted to use these lilies again from Simon Hurley. Let's use those on the background. I think I threw away the piece of plastic that these go to. All right, so let's cut down our base. Let's see. Think. How I want to do this. So the first time I made it in the 5x7 form, this is what I came up with, and I just stamped the background here. So I think I'll do that again because it filled up the card nicely. So let me get my card base out. Hi, Mary. Good morning. I don't use my punches enough either. I'm trying to change that. Trying to change the things that I have, that I just had to have, and I don't use, and I know I like them. It's not like I don't like them. I just don't ever use them. And I was sitting at my desk yesterday thinking about that, and punches were the answer. I got a text from a friend asking if a Big Shot was a huge bag of stamps was worth $10 on Saturday. You're like, yes, please. Yes, it is. Okay. This will be fun. We'll see how we can, if we can make the stamp extend on the background. This is why I need to create 5x7 background stamps, y'all. Because background stamps aren't, the ones that are on the market aren't quite ideal for us 5x7 card makers. I'll just put this in my big platform. I think that's how we did it last time too. In fact, I know it is. So let's bring out the big guns again. Is she getting into card making, Paula, your friend, or was she just looking out for you? Evidently, my mom was at the thrift store the other day and bought me some stamps. So that should be interesting to see what she got. Okay, color. Because I don't necessarily want to do black. Let's pull in our colors. We've got some neutrals. And then these are our colors. I'm thinking the blue. I'm thinking speckled egg. I know that lilies might not come in speckled egg, but they can if I make them. Get a little faded jeans in on the action as well. Let's do this. Right, Heidi? And good morning. Yeah, That's why I have 4.3 million things on my desk, because I'm the exact same way. If it's out in the open, my craft room is an eyesore to anyone but me. But if it's not out in the open, I don't use it. I'm the same way. So I leave it all out and it looks atrocious, but I use it. Okay. Goody goody. Now, too bad I didn't really line this up very well. The first time. Oh boy, and now I've totally lost where I had it. Cool. All right, but I want to continue the pattern, so let's move it up just a little bit. Whoops, move it back over. Oh boy. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to shift colors now to speckled egg. Oh, I could have moved my whole plate. Oh well. I don't find that I think to move this hinged plate because it's so large. I wish I had this platform in a smaller size. Okay, let's see how this goes. This is what we're working with. I did the speckled egg on top, at the top of the card, and then the faded jeans down at the bottom. And I think that this seam is going to be fine. In fact, I know it will be, because most of that whole part will be covered. Plus I have a design going from edge to edge. I need to get busy and start designing background stamps, y'all. And I might de-stash all of my 6x6 ones once I have enough of 5x7s. Because I really make 5x7 cards, and the 6x6 stamps just don't cut it most of the time. Okay, so let's do this. I'll need to do that again if I want the same thing, but I don't know if I will. So let's just do this one. I'm going to do this paper for this one. And I got something on that right there. So I wonder, I think I'll put these all the way to the top. There we go. And that disguises that. And this goes in the center. And then these are going to come in. I think I want to stamp this center piece as well, but we'll see. I think I'll put her right there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Right, T? Oh my goodness. No, no, but I am thinking there is one other product I'm thinking about. I don't want to say yet, but there is one more, but really paper. For me, paper is where it's at. I guess sometimes I will release stamps. So far I've only done that one stamp set. But I know that when I'm buying stamps, I only buy them when I don't have something like it. And I think I'll get a lot of use out of it at this point. And for me personally and my stamp collection, that's what I base my stamp purchases on. I first asked myself, do I have something like it? Can I just use what I already have in my stash? Or how much will I use this thing? Is this a one and done, or is this a repeat? So I would want to, that's kind of what I want to make. Which I feel like backgrounds, especially for me and the way that I craft, are repeat uses. I go back to my backgrounds time and time again. Okay. You know what I love? When I was designing this paper, the backgrounds, of course I was thinking about the 4 seasons, the colors, but this was kind of a nod to like those old paper pads, you know, that had a lot of paisleys and kind of looked like this. Now, obviously, I was trying to stay in the Art Nouveau style, but I think we've all seen or had those paper pads in the past that kind of look like that, and I wanted to bring it back. Okay. So this, I'm just kind of eyeballing this right here. You guys, I need to make a journal. I really wanted to make one this weekend for my mom. She's requested a junk journal, but I just didn't have time. I didn't craft anymore after our live on Saturday. I did a little bit yesterday morning, not too much, and that was it. So I need to make her journal. Okay, and then this goes here. So anyone who might be joining, Miss Pam, I hope you got your sleep, girlfriend, on Saturday. For anyone just joining, we're making Kendra's card challenge. We're starting over. So I made a whole set for January. I'm making a whole set for February. And we're doing 5x7 again. I figure you have a lot of inspiration and you have all the cutting guides to do an A2 card. So I will keep doing 5x7. Plus it's my favorite. If that's all right with y'all. I'm going to mat this with one of my scraps. But I might want a different pink. I donate hundreds of Thinking of You cards to our churches and card ministry. So I tend to buy stamps for a few sentiments that work for those cards. Yeah. And you know, if you're making hundreds of cards, to me that justifies adding to your collection. Especially if you're making them and donating them, then. And then I know you make cards and sell them. You craft with your daughter. I just think it's all justified. I can definitely justify that for you. Yeah, let's just a thin little border, little matte, and a slightly darker pink. I think this would be so pretty for like a birthday card, a thinking of you. An encouragement card. There we go. I'm gonna pop her up. Oh man, I was shopping on Amazon yesterday, getting things for crafty things, and I forgot to pick up foam tape. I need to look in my closet and see if I have any more in there. Now, the first time I made this card, I put ribbon behind it. I don't think I'm going to do that today. I like it just like this. Gaz is here. Hey, Gaz. Let me not put this down upside down. I bet you know what I'm working on. I don't even have to tell you. Gaz is on the Kendra's card team. Okay, card number 1. Dunno. All right, let's do it again because we can. We already have everything cut. And I'm just going to use this scrap to mat this piece this time. Okay. Ah, I love her. And I love that paper lace that we made with the punch. Okay, let me get another card base out. We already have everything cut. Oh yeah, and I did cut my labels. This one's just for funsies. It doesn't say anything. It's just to have an extra detail. I was going to put this on there, but it really doesn't need it, and I like it just like it is. So I'm going to leave it just like that. Do y'all ever... Oh, thanks, Gaz. How many of you make cards, don't put sentiments on it, but then like when it's time to give the card, you add your sentiment? Do you do that, or do you just write what you want to write on the inside? I'm curious. All right, we are going to do the same stamping for the background as we did on the first one. Did I put my inks away? No. Okay. So many questions. So back to the Simon Hurley. Lily stamp. I think that'll work. And I liked the varying blue color on that one, but I think I'm just going to do speckled egg on this one. I can't open this all the way on my desk because of my camera. So I can't actually see what how much ink I'm putting down. Whoops. That was not lined up very well. That's all right. We'll make it work. I didn't get it all the way down to the bottom edge. That's okay. Some more ink. It's looking pretty good though. Hey Esther, how's it going? You often create cards without a sentiment, and even when I use the card, I don't add one. Yeah, that's me. Vicki has a couple of photo boxes of cards that need sentiments. Oh, that's true, Vicki, because I do the same thing with like the insides of my cards. So like I really don't feel like a card for me is done until I've done the inside. But if I don't do it while I'm creating, chances are I won't get it done. And then I'll give people what I think is just kind of an incomplete card. And I don't love that, but it is what it is. Okay, now I'm in a dilemma because I don't really know how to stamp this. I don't want the seam at the top. I was fine before with the seam being where it was because I knew it would be covered. Now I'm kind of in a dilemma here because it's too short there and I need to fill in down here. Down here I'm not so worried about. I can fill that in easy enough. Like that doesn't bother me, that's fine. Bring this one over here. This is not the way to stamp, but it's okay. But now I don't really know. I think I'll come at it from this angle and just kind of make it work. CT, I really do need 5x7 background stamps. Let's do that again. That kind of worked. You don't write anything, Nima. Hey, Nima, how's it going? T, yeah, I know Tracy prefers no sentiment. Tracy, you were there when Sean was saying that sentiments are his least favorite part of card making, just stamping them and getting them right. And I remember you were like, a card doesn't have to have a sentiment. And I'm in complete agreement with you. I'm going to clean all this up real quick. Like a responsible little crafter. Okay, because I stamped off on my platform. All right. Good morning, Kim. Hi, Leah. Well, that's pretty impressive that y'all have shoe boxes of cards. I'm just going to say. What time is it? 5:44. This doesn't have to take 44 minutes to make these two cards. It was the stamping. Not that stamping has to take that long either. But that's okay. Why is this off? Interesting. I don't know what happened there. I must not have, this must not be a perfect square. Hold on. This is not a perfect square, I think, is the problem. Hold the phone. Let me measure this. It's supposed to be 3.5 square, and it's not. All right. I know how to fix that. Okay, so how long is this? Can we do it? I think we can. I think we can fix it. So it's this edge right here. That should be 3.5. Ugh, I don't know. I don't think this is going to fix it, you guys. I think this is just, I don't know. Let's see. That's 3.5. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because it's going to throw everything off. Because you have to have your square cut before you do the diagonal slice. But I still want to see if I can fix it. So then, if that were the case, I don't think I can. This would go here. There's no, it wasn't going to be right anyways. Okay, so that piece will be right. So there's no harm in trying. Guys, I always say this, I had the weirdest dreams last night. It's just they kind of come back to me in the morning while I'm crafting, y'all. Okay. Maybe we fixed it. I think we did. Ugh, it's a little short. It doesn't go... This one's probably going to be just right. Yeah, good. This one's short. See? But we're going to use it anyways. It'll be okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know, I could cut another piece, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to accept it with its slight imperfections and move on with my life. I was probably busy talking or something. We don't have to have the perfect cut. You get the same idea. Oh yeah, that's that mat. Let's go ahead and mat that. Okay, and then let's bring in these pieces. Ooh, this would have been really pretty if I had ink blended this piece. It'll be even prettier if I don't get glue all over it. By the time we put everything on here, I think that this being a little short, see how it's just a little shorter there from edge to edge, is not going to be that big of a deal. I went for lining that up, which I kind of did and I kind of didn't get it exactly, but I think by the time we put everything on there, it really won't matter too much. But I think it would have been pretty if I had ink blended around this part. I thought about it right as I was putting the glue on, of course. Okay. Man, I really love this sketch. I really like I like all the sketches, but some of them in this Kendra's Card Challenge number 17, just, I think I'm going to make them again and again and again. I was on Kendra's website yesterday, kendrascardchallenges.com. And it is just so helpful if you're trying to figure things out, which there's a lot of details around this challenge. And so sometimes I just go on there to be like, am I right about this? You know, so I want to encourage you to do the same. I don't ever get all the details in my voiceovers or in my video about it, but it's a free card sketch that if you sign up for Kendra's Patreon, you can get, and it's free. to sign up and get this card sketch. And then each month you can make all 15 cards and submit a picture through a link party, and which all the information is on the website. You just take a picture of all 15 cards laid out together. And then you can be entered to win. It's like over $1,000 worth of prizes this time. There's prizes given away every month, and then at the end, there's a bunch of prizes given away at the end of the 3 months because it's a quarterly challenge. Ooh, this was just kind of serendipitous, but I like that my focal point just kind of matches up perfectly with that. Very nice. Thank you, T. Thanks for adding that. She has a dynamic, wonderful design team. Tracy's a part of it, and Gaz is a part of it, and Lala from Mommy Guide, and Jana, and so many wonderful creators. Susan Reynolds, just so many people. I know I'm forgetting people. Sire's a part of it. There's like 15 designers, and throughout every month there are different like hops and, you know, of the designers using different products. It's just really, really cool. And it's just such a good community, and definitely check it out if you're the Facebook type and you're on Facebook. It's a wonderful community to be a part of. Highly encourage it. Okay. Again, let's not put that upside down or sideways. Let's put that down correctly. I like to put a lot of foam behind my pieces, and I think I got that on crooked, but it's not coming up. So it's just the way of the card. But yeah, I like to put a lot of foam tape so that it doesn't collapse. Because if I only put a couple of pieces, it could collapse in the middle or something. This one could have a label right on the image if we wanted it, and it could say something. But again, I'm not going to add the labels. I thought I was going to, but I'm going to leave it like that. Oh, I'm so glad, Tracy. Yeah, I'm a super sponsor, and happy to be one for sure. So look at card number 1. This is sketch number 1. I went ahead and just made 2 because I could. So let's move on to sketch number 2, which I really love sketch number 2. I'm going to grab a new sheet of paper, and I'm going to make this sketch from just one sheet of paper. So I'm looking at it off to the side. Y'all remember sketch number 2. I made quite a few of sketch number 2. Let me find it. I need to put these in order. That would be easier. There it is. That was my first sketch number 2. I know I made others, but I think I gave them away already. I don't have all of the ones that I made the first time, but this one was sketch number 2. So we're going to do this again. I don't even know my own measurements. Let me 4.5 by 6.5. Okay. We're going to have to do 4 by 6 this time. Let me think about this piece of paper real quick. I'm going to go ahead and cut off these pieces. Just making sure I don't go too far. This one I'm going to turn and cut this way. Okay, so this is going to give me the long strips that I needed for the banner parts. And then I'm going to choose one of these ladies. And now I'll still have two ladies that I get to pick as a focal point. These I made different heights. One's taller than the other. I just wanted you to have a variety. So we'll pick one when that time comes. I'm thinking it's going to be the shorter one. And now we have these strips. And now let's create our background. What if we go ahead and let's keep things in unison. I tend to like to do that when I'm making just a few cards at a time to make them all kind of match. So I'm going to bring back these. And I'm going to make myself some background paper. Looking at my colors. I think I'll go ahead and stamp on this soft pink. And what color? So these are my colors. I think I'll go blue again, you guys. I think I'll go speckled egg again. Hi, Pamela. Good morning. Oh, thanks, T. Pounce, pounce, pounce. Can't see what I'm doing. Thinking is dangerous. Thanks, Pamela. Oh yeah, happy President's Day. Hi, Kate. Clock is fast. Yeah, by like a minute, right? Or a few seconds, 30 seconds or something. Pretty good. Not too bad. Just a few places that need a little extra love right here. I'm going to give everybody a little extra. And then let's try to use this hinge system this time and see how that works for us. So this platform has this hinge here. Pretty good. Okay. Let's try the hinge. Nope. That's the thing about the hinge, is that it has to be lined up just so that it fits in there and that it stamps where you want it to stamp. So the hinge does not work for us in this situation. So I'm going to put this back. And then I'm going to, sorry, I knew I was going to bump y'all. That's why I never use this thing, because it just is not ideal for filming. It's too big. I'm going to have to move my paper instead of moving the stamp. Okay. I'm doing this because I want 6.5. I know that this stamp is only 6. It's a 6 by 6. So I'm having to stamp extra here to get the length that I want. Let's see how this looks. That's not bad. I can work with that. Get that fiber off of there. And that should be 6.5 without us stamping the top. Yep, that's 7 inches. Perfect. And I'm not worried about the width. I know the width is fine. Okay. Alrighty, let's cut this down. So I'm wanting this as a main kind of background to the card. And it needs to be 6.5 by 4.5. So what I'm going to do is cut a little off of each side first. Cut a little more over here. Kind of getting it, I'm trying to get it kind of even. It won't be exact, but it'll be fine. There we go, 4.5. Pretty good. By 6.5. Right off the top there. Cool. So we just made our own patterned paper. All right, and this is going to be our girl because she's pretty big, and I think this one's too big. This is what again, this is sketch number 2 that I'm kind of basing it all off of. All right, so let's use these. And I like how I kept that short. The original sketch, you're supposed to put it the full length. But I liked it cutting off. I cut them off behind the typewriter there. So I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to take this one piece. Actually, I think I'm going to use this piece. And I'm going to cut it in half. Wow, that's even pretty cool. Just that slice of her. Okay. And these are going to be the 2 pieces that go here. So this is kind of, I've altered it to kind of make it my own here. And now these pieces I extended, and I want to do it again, past my background, and they went the full length of the card base. So I'm going to end up doing that same thing again, and I paper weaved them. Hi, Linda Gorman. Hey, Jay. How are y'all doing today? Happy Monday and happy President's Day. Okay, cool. So that's where we're headed. Let me go ahead. I'm going to take a piece of washi tape because things get really wonky with me with paper weaving really quickly. So let me look on my desk for some washi tape. I knew I had some. I keep using this one and This is not the tape. I loved that tape. It's almost out. I'd rather use one that maybe I won't use as often. This one will do. And I have plenty of it also. Like, I feel like the tape ends right there, but I don't know if it does. Yeah, it must. Oh my gosh, come on. Jeez, never mind. No wonder there's so much left on that roll. Let's use some micro pour. All right. This is a medical tape that Jennifer McGuire used to recommend before they had all the different craft tapes. And I still have some, so I just keep using it. All right. So that's where those are going. I'm going to get my card base out real quick. Diane. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Hey, Michelle. Serving dinner. She's over in Australia. So good to see you, though. Okay. There we go. I don't know. I don't necessarily love these colors together, just to be completely honest. This pink and this coral are kind of clashing for me a little bit. But I think we can still work with it. I think what I might do is ink blend. I think I'm going to ink blend this piece and leave this piece. So let's do that. It's just the coral, and I mean, they're probably okay, but they're bothering me. So I'm going to fix it. This piece of paper. It has been used. And I am going to knock it back with actually this brown. This tea dye. Well, it's just a dirty brown brush. So it's not really tea dye color. I think this sketch would be really good for washi tapes, if you have a bunch of washi tapes to make for your strips. Yeah, that doesn't bother me as much for some reason. I don't know. But I beat it up, unfortunately, when I was ink blending it. Okay, I think that's better for me anyways. All right, and then we're gonna pop her up. I think we might use her. Let me grab another colored, another color of paper.
Yeah, and I want to stamp it. I'm going to use the stamp. I'm going to use a brown ink because we kind of have now this little bit of a distress color going on. I tell you what, I'm hooked on Scorched Timber. Me and Scorched Timber, we're good friends. Hey, Carmina, I'm good. How are you? Pulling some of the blue out would be pretty. There's a lot of blue, though. There's a lot of green in her. She really doesn't have much blue. The other girl had some blue. Where'd she go? Well, she has a lot of green too, but she has like kind of like the blue in her dress. So I kind of need to pull out the evergreen bough for the green. Gosh, I might end up ink blending, you guys, those paper strips with evergreen bough. I mean, it's just paper, right? These. Okay, but let's stick with this for now. I wanted her to have some writing behind her. I like the bigger girl too, Linda. Yeah, it's pretty green. Okay, let's do, I want a good amount of the writing. I wasn't going for just a little bit. Let's start here. If we move that up, or I might end up moving it down actually, so that she has writing all around her. I'm not really measuring, obviously. I'm just kind of cutting away. This may be too big, but let's try it. I really like it. I like her with all that stamping, handwriting. Okay, so let's put this back here. It's too big. Or is it? I like it. Actually, I like it. And I think I do want to play with a little evergreen bough. I'm deciding whether I want to ink blend it onto my card base back here, or if I want to ink blend it onto my strips or the pink. Where do I want to put it? I'm kind of liking it, just like it is too. Oh, Irene, well, thank you. On the strips? Okay, thank you. I needed someone else to make that decision for me, Linda, obviously. And I appreciate you taking that on for me. Is it evergreen bough, though? Let's make sure we got the right green. It might be not Lucky Clover. It's truly blue-green. Let's check out Pine Needles. Pine Needles is closer. I don't have all the Tim Holtz colors in Distress Oxide, but I almost do. Doing a little organization. Rustic Wilderness, no. I'll pull it in so y'all can see it, but it's not rustic wilderness. Okay. I think it's pine needles. Like clover's too bright and evergreen bough. I mean, it's like in the right family of color. Yeah, I think evergreen would work. I think either one of these would work. I love boho too. That's why I had to get your turquoise boho set, Diane. Messy palette. All right. So much for that. Here's what I'm going to do. This piece is going to be covered by our focal point, and I just want to test. So I'm going to use this evergreen bough, and I'm going to test if I actually like this or not. Pop this back up here, and we'll take a look. Let's see what we think. Yep, I like it. Okay, cool. You're playing with a turquoise boho now? That's the one I got. Diane, Messy Palette, makes digital kits over on Ko-Fi is where she sells them, and y'all should definitely check them out. They're beautiful. If you like my Art Nouveau girls, you're going to like the stuff that she sells too. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Okay, let's do the two blue pieces. I think I'll leave the pink piece alone, and I'll just stick to doing the blue and the gold. Heidi was already telling me, get a scrap, test it. Yes, test it. Yeah. Heidi, your package is going out today. Okay. Hey, Jay. Oh, Irene, I love evergreen bough. It is one of my favorite colors too. Although I love crushed olive and fossilized amber. Worn lipstick is a color I use a lot on the pink range of colors. Oh, I don't need to worry about those ends. They're not going to show. How you doing, Jay? Do I have a link for what? I missed it. Oh, do you have a link for Diane? I don't. But if you go over to Ko-Fi, Diane, it's under Messy Palette, I'm guessing. I don't even know. I think it is. I think it's under Messy Palette. Ooh, I kind of like these even not woven, but just stacked. I might just stack them, y'all. Okay, let's take a look at this. See if there's any other way. Hey, love. All right. Wanted to see if there's any other place that I want to put green. I'm trying to decide if I want green around the pink. Oh, cool, Jay. I'll have to see it. You have a video of it? Yeah, Natasha. Hey, girlfriend. I do have them. When I buy a new ink pad, if it's like, you know, Tim Holtz or Ranger, I just go ahead and buy the ink refill at the same time. But let me tell you something. I've never had to re-ink my Tim Holtz. Like, y'all see me use these all of the time, and I've never had to re-ink them, and I've had them for years. So you could also get by with just ordering the ones, like maybe if you use a lot of vintage photo or something like that. I'm going for it, y'all, but I'm just doing the very edge. Oh, I'm glad I did. That really kind of finishes the edges. Okay, let's glue this down. I'm tempted to make card number 3 real quick, like, hopefully. Because there's 15 cards, and the first in January, every time I did the Kendra's card challenge, I did 3 cards at a time. So I'm tempted to go ahead and do the 3rd card. Now I liked, instead of weaving them, I liked them with just these 2 on top. The next thing for me to decide, so many decisions to make, is how much I want these spaced out. Here's our focal point again. She's going to go about right there. Yeah, I like that. Let's go for it. Shaky, shaky. Pretty straight. What's throwing me off is the top of my card. Let me trim that real quick. This is not straight. So it's making it hard for me to line this up straight now. I think that's about right. You guys, our dog, poor Faz, she has an injured leg. It's a muscular thing. It's happened before. And luckily I have the medicine to give her. But like, she's typically pretty lazy. And all day yesterday. We just kept trying to get her to lay down, and she just would not lay down. I was like, I'm going to have to sedate you, girlfriend. I have the medicine. I will do it. It's like, that's usually your MO, is laying down. And the one time you're injured, you won't do it. You won't just lay down. And it may be because she's uncomfortable. You know, she probably wants to lay down, but she's just uncomfortable. I wish there was like a doggy chiropractor, because I feel like I know it's muscular and it's like in her front shoulder, and I wish like she could get it worked out. Yeah, Natasha. I don't know. I don't know, girlfriend. I'm sure you're busy right now, though, with tax season. All right. With all this ink blending, you know, I want to ink blend around this too. Not an evergreen bough, though. We're going to do brown. We're going to do a little scorched timber. That's what I stamped in. Just around the edge here. Just so you know, the card sketches are designed kind of like a one-sheet wonder, but sheets of paper. Follow Kendra's cutting instructions and you can make 15 cards. I just do it my way, which is kind of like a card at a time and 5x7. But just in case you didn't know that, that's the way it's designed to be. Cool. This is what we're doing. I like it. You know, I kind of want to mat her again, but I'm not going to. But I do. I kind of want to mat her. Ay. I might go ahead and do it. I kind of want to put her on black. Or gray or silver or something. Nothing like a last minute decision. Silver might not have been my first choice. We're doing it anyways. You guys, I'm taking an art class right now on Skillshare from an artist named Denise Love. Desiree told me about her. And it is so fun. We are studying Gustav Klimt. And I just love it. It's so fun. Yeah, I'm glad I did it, though. I felt like she needed a mat, and she did. So all is well. start. Bring in the bling. That's okay. Who are y'all talking about? Oh, I know there are a lot of crafty. I had a friend reach out to me the other day, and we got to chatting, and it seems like companies are either merging, purging, or closing, and it is really, really sad. And I've been thinking about it a lot. I don't know. I think, people are just really trying to use what they have. Maybe people are trying new hobbies. Maybe there aren't as many people in the card making hobby anymore. I don't know. Because the products are amazing, obviously. I'm sure it's a whole host of reasons. And my sound went on and off. Oh, that's weird. Well, I hope it's back. Okay, this is the card. Oh, I love it. That's sketch number 2. I love sketch number 2, you guys. This was my first one that I ever made. And you're right, bling would be awesome. For this one, I use stars as my bling. This is the Gilded Rose paper pad, but yeah, I love this sketch. And on this one, I did weave it. But on this one, I didn't. It doesn't really matter because even if I had done the weaving, you wouldn't have noticed. One more. Lovelies. One more. And the next one's going to be pretty easy. So we just need to go to the paper pad and pick. Let's see, should we stay with spring? We still have some images over here that we can use. Oh boy, let me put some things. I kind of have a whole bunch. Let me put some stuff up real quick. That card is done, so let me just move some stuff out of the way. Put things back where they go, like a nice tidy little crafter. I'm not a tidy crafter, but I can pretend for a minute. Okay, so all this, all these scraps. Okay. Yay. Let's clean up the desk before we start a new one. All right, sketch number 3 looks like this right here. All right. So I think I'm going to put spring to the side. Let's do a different, well. No, we're going to do spring. We're going to do spring because I kind of want all of my cards to like make sense together. So this is what we made so far, in case you're just joining us. We made 2 of sketch number 1 because I love that so much. And I just went for it. So we'll stick to spring here. We need another piece of paper. You know what? I think we're going to use this one. And there are flowers from all seasons on this one. I put all 4 seasons kind of into here: summer, spring, fall, and winter. And we're going to use that back piece too. Is the plan. All right, let's put all of them to the side. And let's use this. Yeah, let's do this. I need to digest her measurements real quick and adjust it for my card. That'll totally work. So we're going to have this piece as one of our main pieces. And then I think I'm going to pull out this little one right here. I think these two would be really lovely together. So we'll see. I was also originally thinking about that bigger one, so we'll see. But if we use this one, we have this scrap from our spring paper pad. Does that blend too much? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we can mat this. And then that'll be fine. Just using scraps. Not really measuring. Just kind of making things up as I go along. I'm going to take that down a little bit so I can see more of the sides. Yeah, like that. Just breaks up the two patterns because they're really like close, you know, close to the same colors and everything. But this is where we're headed. Okay. All right. So we need a mat for this. Okay. It's well, Flo, I'm in Texas. Blame it on Texas. That's why. It feels like spring in Texas. I might just use the pink. I was kind of wanting to use that ivory color wherever that went. Why do I keep losing everything? Because I'm in a live. It's the cost of being live. You lose everything. Okay. No, I lose everything. You might be perfectly organized. Yep, that's going to work. Okay. So this is where we're going so far. And then I think I want an ivory 5x7. Like, where did I put that paper, y'all? Oh well, c'est la vie. Let me get another piece. Ooh, will this one be 5x7? This might be kind of cool. And it's a scrap. to do it just shy of 5 by 7. There will be the slightest border around it. Making sure I got the right, yeah, okay. Let's keep this out. Let's score our next card base, and this will be it, you guys. We're gonna throw this baby together, and I'm out of here. Gotta go to work. Gotta go to work. Hi, Sharon. You got the day off? Ah, Vicky's got to head to work. I know, Vicky. I'm running late today. Have a good one. Yeah, right, T? Exactly. I don't know if I'll ever find that piece of paper. And if I do, I won't remember what I made with it. Let's see how this looks. I think it's going to look pretty. I think it needs some stamping, perhaps. And I'm thinking in black or that scorched timber. Okay, this goes down here. Ooh, and a banner goes up here. Be pretty banner. I'm extra shaky today. Yeah, that goes right there. Okay. We also need a piece that goes right here. I think I want to use this again, you guys. I really liked this on the first cards. So let's use that. I have this pink. I'll use this pink. You have to force yourself to do banners. Yeah, they're not my, like when I'm crafting, they are not a go-to for me. Like on my own, when I'm just doing my own thing. But sometimes when I'm following a sketch, I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually exactly what this needed. And I did feel like it needed something to balance. And I think that banner is kind of perfect. Gosh, it's like someone made this card before or something. Ah, yikes. That's okay. I think it'll be hidden. Yeah, it'll be hidden. All these cards need bling. I am in agreement with Diane on that one. Okay. Let's do this. I think we all know that this is going to get blended. It's the way of the day. I don't typically blend around stuff all the time, but I'm feeling it today. I'm going to do speckled egg. Just a light blue. I loved all the blending we did on that last card. I'm going to try it without stamping on the back, but if I end up, I might stamp a little on the back. We'll see. Hey, Kendra. Guess what? I'm doing Kendra's card challenge number 17 again. We're on sketch number 3 this morning. I love your sketches, Kendra. Thank you so much for providing these for everyone for free. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you come up with all the things you come up with. It's really a gift. But thank you. While you're here, while I got you. Okay, so this is going to go here. Got that banner up there. This piece is going to go back here. And this is going to hang out down here in the corner. I like it. I don't think I'll stamp in the back, you guys. I just don't think it's needed. But I am going to ink blend this too. You won't even see most of it. Like, it's not going to be noticeable on that blue edge, so I'm not even going to bother. But I'll hit these other edges. It's just not going to show up over here, really. All right. Yeah, I like it blended. Let's glue it down. I'm not going to do any stamping on the background. I just don't think it's needed. So this is it. This is the last card of the day. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. So glad we got a day off from school. Get to spend a little extra time in here. And I got here at 5 a.m. Yay. Okay. I don't know what color this is, but it's really pretty. It's just in my scraps. Oh, good. Have a great day, Kendra. Somehow our kids are off today. Yeah. If you have time, I don't know how you have time for everything, but that would be awesome. I need to post the cards somewhere. Got to get better about that. Okay. On Facebook, on Instagram. I am going to start posting close-ups of my cards to my channel members and the community posts because I thought that would be kind of cool. If y'all wanted to see the cards close up, I'm going to start sharing that there. Why not? You guys are so sweet to support my membership and my channel. It's a way to give back. It's hurting my finger. My middle finger. I haven't been excessively using my middle finger or anything, but it is not. It's hurting right in the knuckle when I press on that glue bottle. Don't excessively use your middle finger. All right. Glue down the paper lace. Let's put it right there. trim off the part we don't want. Yellow ochre. Yeah, it is kind of a yellow ochre, isn't it, T? It looks like a really old book color, you know, like really old book pages end up turning this color. Let's see. I'm going to pop this piece up, I think. I'm trying to decide what part I want to pop up. Like, do I want to glue this flat and pop this up? I think that's what I want to do. Now, there's 2 layers of paper underneath this, so it's going to glue uneven if I don't work on that. So I'm just going to grab some scraps real quick and bump it up. Okay. I was thinking of Bill. He'd say, you got to put the humpers on it. The glue, the foam tape. Got to bump it up. All right. This will help even things out. I know the DOG wants to go on a RIDE, but she probably can't even get in my car in her current condition. Oh, I should probably put glue under this other side too. That would be good. There we go. Now, I'm going to glue this to its matting layer, and then I'm going to bump it up with some foam tape, and we're done. I'll show you all the cards we made. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Happy Monday. I will be back on Wednesday. I've got some videos coming out this week on the 23rd, I think, and the 25th are 2 hops. One being for Kendra, one being for Sheet Load Rewind. That's going to be fun. And one more piece. Note to self, check on foam tape supply. Oh, 4 degrees, Paula Rice. Oh, awesome. You already have your February set done, Paula? Oh, well, it is mid-February. Somehow in my brain, I still feel like it's like February 5th. I've had that problem all month long. I still think I'm in the first week of February, and clearly I'm not. I think this one definitely needs some pearls, y'all, or some, this calls for confetti, okay? So let me do that. Sorry, did I bump y'all? We're gonna do some, this calls for confetti. Probably gold. Now, holographic gold or gold pearl? I'm gonna go gold pearl. The holographic feels like it might be a little too distracting. Me too, Paula. I can't wait to see what you made. Oh, let's get a clean one. Yay, there's different sizes. It makes me so happy when you buy a sequin or pearl pack and they put different sizes. That makes me a happy crafter. Looks like there's 3 different sizes here. Teeny weeny, tiny, and medium maybe. Okay, let's do this. Bye, Nima. So glad you hung out with us today. Have a wonderful one. Space them out here. You know I want to put more than 3, but I'm going to stop myself right there at 3. Sparkle Heart would not like this card. She'd be like, you need a 4th one. She hates the rule of thirds. Okay. So card number 3 is done. I mean, technically for us this morning, it's card number 4, but in the sketch world, it's card number 3, card number 2, card number 1. We made 2 number 1s, and this one I did get a little off, but like it's still beautiful. I think they all need confetti. I think they all need pearls. But there we have it. 3 cards for spring. 1, 2, and 3 from Kendra's card sketch. I've already been talking about it throughout the live, but definitely go to kendrascardchallenges.com. You guys, it is a wealth of information. Everything you need to know is right there in a nice, tidy little website for you. Then you can link on it, you know, you can get to all the places you want to go with links. It's just really, really awesome. So use that website. Thanks so much, T. Thanks for moderating for me. Thanks, Kendra. You did spring birthday cards. Cool, Paula. That's perfect. Thanks, Diane. Thanks, Carmina and Maddie. So good to see all of y'all. Irene. Nima's gone, but we had Mary here. We had Pam here. I bet Pam's asleep finally. Linda Gorman. We had Sharon Castor. Camilla. Hello, Camilla from Norway. Gosh, I love Norway. It's a beautiful country. And just all the lovely friends. Everyone silently hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys again on Wednesday. We're going to keep making things. I really need to make a junk journal. We'll see. I might have to do that at a different time, but I don't want to wait till Saturday. We'll see. We'll see. I might have to wait to Saturday. I don't know what we'll be making on Wednesday. It's always a mystery around here, but Kendra's card challenge number 17, sketch 1, 2, and 3. All right, guys, I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful Monday. Oh, and Miss Heidi. Ave, thank you for jumping in. All right, bye, everyone.